Ah, the fresh scent of streaming in the morning. Except it's not morning. And it does not smell like anything. Let's add a goal. So why not? 3 hours. Share how you'll celebrate? I'll, get candy tomorrow. Some, like, great Sour Patch Kids or something. Alright, start goal. Let's go into my channel and get my chat open. Chat's open. Now I need to alert my entire Discord server that I'm streaming. I am live streaming. Come join if you want to hang out. If not, that's okay. Are you gonna do Palace solo first and then grouping up to farm? Nah, I'm just gonna do it as a group right away. Stream stuff I'm doing on stream, I'm not gonna solo.
I've got an initiate crafter.
Yes, I know.
Waiting
I figured I'd start out by doing the crafting quest before I get into it though, because otherwise I am going to forget. So get the Stinger, the Scorpion, and the Constellation Jewel. I need Jade, Ruby, Glass Vials. So I need like 4 Jade. You know, I was in the middle of watching a latest upload. I appreciate you watching. I'm surprised there's like a consistent like 400 people that watch all of the Let's Plays, which is pretty sick. I am so poor. This is horrible. Okay, I need another... I don't have enough for that, do I? Oh, I have just enough. I have 15 gold. Is that enough to buy a Citrine? It's enough to buy 1, but I need 2. This is horrible. Where can I get 15 more gold? Surely something sells for 15 gold. Nothing sells for 15 gold. I'm poor. This is horrible. You know what? Whatever. Blizzard and sell your furniture? You know, that's a great idea. I have a Crocotopia map right here. And some small pots. Let's go sell them. So originally I wasn't planning on streaming today. That wasn't like my initial intention, but I figured that I haven't live streamed in a long time, and I know a lot of people like the streams. Oh, I have stuff in my backpack. I don't need to sell my furniture. People like the streams, and I wanted to do a bit of Barkingham Palace just in case I get the gear. Like, if I could get that ring, that would be great, because that's, like, the only damage ring I could get for another 10 levels or so. Diseased mushrooms. Some sword displays, a haunted monk shrine, and a wooden watchtower. I really got a whole bunch of... That is a lot of stuff. Bazaar's so slow. Not fun. Anyways, I don't know how long the stream is going to be. It's a Sunday stream. Probably be a good 2+ hours. We'll see when we get there. Let me go buy a Citrine from this random dude over here. Yeah, so I'm going to craft these, then we'll get started in Barkingham Palace, because if I don't remember to craft these, I'll never remember to craft them. Another Citrine, perfect. Yeah, so if any of you want to help, you can. Otherwise, I'll probably just smack down the team up button, call it a day. Surely someone's willing to do Barkingham Palace. Alright. 1, 2... I don't have enough scrap iron. Well, that's problematic. Surely I find some scrap iron in Barkingham Palace. Surely. Yes, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Mushu side quests yet. Hello, Kazi. I'm doing great. I hope your weekend was good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Mushu sides yet. I just put it in the title because that might be something I do. I'm not sure. Roam around Marleybone for scrap iron. I could do that. We'll see.
Wizard, Sherlock Bones ordered me to find
He
you.
ordered
He's
you?
in urgent need of your
That's a
assistance.
bit dramatic,
Seek him out in
don't you think?
Digmore Station at once.
Alright, in Digmore Station. But yeah, I think there usually is scrap iron just like on the street, isn't there? So the chance of finding some scrap iron, it's not that difficult. Check the counterweights. I always find hella scrap iron there. I could. I'm just quite a bit lazy right now.
My young friend, I have been alerted. I fear the Queen.
The Queen?
If
By
you
Jove!
Tell the yeoman warders at the gate that Mycroft Bones sent you. I'll meet you inside the Barkingham Palace courtyard.
I'll see if I can't find some scrap iron just laying down on the street. I've seen quite a bit of it before. I only need 4 plus 8. I need like 12. There is no Queen of Marleybone. I think she's pretty real. I've seen her at least once. Alright. Mistwood, that's not what I'm looking for. Mistwood again, that's still not what I'm looking for. I might just have to. Will you ever dabble in whiz challenges like a whiz nuzlocke? It seems completely uninteresting to me because I already get frustrated enough with the base combat of whiz. Adding the idea of potentially deleting my wizard on top of it sounds like actual hell. Respect to everyone that does those challenges, but that's just not my type of thing. Like, if it was another game that I actually enjoyed the combat loop of and enjoyed the challenge of, then sure. But Wiz is not one of those. Like, I would sooner try, like, a Pirate 101 type Nuzlocke than a Wiz Nuzlocke. Other challenge runs, though, I don't know. Some are more interesting than others, but I wouldn't say anything really calls to me as, like, a... That seems like it'd be a lot of fun. I mean, I just barely started having fun playing Wiz again. I can't imagine that I'd have much fun doing any Wiz challenges. I saw no scrap iron. That's devastating.
Barkingham Palace is closed. This sounds like a lot of yowling to me. Bones sent you?
Bones.
Mycroft. Of course. You can go right in. Begging your pardon.
I can go right in. No, you're gonna mess around and make me renew my subscription for the first time in 2 years? I actually did that recently too.
Watson,
Thank goodness you've come.
you've heard the Queen is hosting an opera singer. Although the Valencians originated opera, I will review.
Alright, I don't care about your dialogue anymore. Yeah, I hadn't had a membership since, like, right at the end of when Wallaroo came out. And then I was like, I want to play Wiz again. And I've been enjoying playing Wiz. Like, I've been, you know, actually playing the game. There's a level 40 here. Let's go. If any of you want, you can join me. If not, that's okay too. Lemuria was the last world when I played. That was like... That was more than 2 years ago. That was like... That might have been like 4 now, right? Didn't Lemuria come out in 2021? Lemuria update. Came out in fall of 2021. 4 years. Lemuria is... You know, I can understand why you would do Lemuria and then go, yeah, I don't really want to play anymore. I know you like energy drinks, and so do I, especially Monster Energy. What's your opinion on them? Monster makes me feel incredibly jittery for some reason, and I've never known why. It must be one of the ingredients, but very specifically Monster, it like makes my chest feel a little tight, and like my hands get jittery. Need assistance? I wouldn't mind some assistance. But I think I'm about to get sent in with just one other person right now. About to get thrown into Barkingham Palace. Yeah, I used to drink Monster back in high school. I used to drink the white, what's it called? Like it's like the ultra ones in the can that's textured. I used to drink the white one, the citrus flavored. Ultra Zero, yeah, those were good. I've never been a big fan of sugar. Like, I haven't had a sugar soda in probably a decade and a half, so... You know what, me and this level 40 balance are just going in. We're sending it. I'm so down. I don't remember the cheats. Oi! You weren't supposed to be in here. Never had Monster Energy. That shit scared me as a kid, and I don't know why. It's not that scary. Just a lot of caffeine. Alright, I probably should have just waited for someone to carry me, but I don't care. I have like 2 or 3 a day. Yeah, I need help. See, I don't have a lot of energy drinks a day, specifically because it's so expensive. Like, I drink 1 energy drink a day, and it's still hella expensive. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just, like, not. Finally caught alive. Welcome. I'm gonna be live for a bit. Yo, this guy is hella buffing me. Bladestorm. But how many would you tolerate, cost aside? Oh, I can drink an infinite amount of energy drinks. I mean, maybe not infinite. I'm sure I'd die at some point, but I think the most amount of caffeine I've ever drank in one day is probably about, I would say, 1,200 milligrams, 1,000, somewhere in that range. But usually when I get to that high amount of caffeine, I'm drinking coffee. I'm not drinking energy drinks. Chaotic is my favorite. I don't even know what that is. Lethal dose is 15 grams. I'm trying to calculate that into milligrams. I hope you somehow run into Myrna again in future worlds. I also hope I run into Myrna. Myrna was a legend. Monster Chaotic. I've literally never heard of that. It's a juice. Verifying that I'm human. Why does Monster Energy need to verify that I'm human? It's tropical orange. You know what I used to really like? Back in the day. The Monster Energy flavor I used to drink. It was actually the Monster Coffee flavor. And it was Swiss chocolate, which was fantastic. That used to be like my favorite. Like whenever I'd see that in a, oh, that's a shield. That's annoying. I'm sure I can power through it. Whenever I would see that in like a convenience store, I'd always buy it instantly. The Swiss chocolate was just so good. And then I think they discontinued it. And I've never had it since. Devastating. As in Monster mixed with coffee, or it's just coffee flavored Monster? I think it's literally just coffee. Like, I think it's coffee with a lot of probably chemicals in it, I would guess.
The woman said any rat who's... what's this? Boys, it's a mutton chapter. Bring out the knives.
Bring out the knives. Basically, concentrated as what, coffee? Yeah, I would say that's probably about accurate. Yeah, I don't drink a lot. I haven't drank Monster in... Yeah, actually, I can tell you the exact last time I had a Monster energy drink. The last time I drank a Monster was at my high school graduation because I bought one from the gas station right before I went. I bought it was like a rose flavored one, which was great. What wand are you using? I mean, this is the Skyron Hasta stitched to look like the Anubis staff that's dropped from Raw, I think. So what do you drink now? Just coffee? I usually drink a few different energy drinks. I usually drink Ghost, like that's my most often one. My second most consumed is probably Alani. You ever had Arizona iced tea before? I think that has a lot of sugar in it, right? I mean, they might have a zero sugar version and I've just never seen it, but like every time I've looked for it or looked at the nutrition, it's always had like 50. And I don't drink that much. Arizona did a crossover with Fallout. That's kind of sick, actually.
We've been done in, boys. Tell the wizard that the woman is in the next room.
Drinks tier list when? I could.
A wizard?
A wizard? That's me. The woman's right hand. Does this guy have cheats? Doesn't look like it. That means I can just beat him up. Alright, I'll start by taking out the minion. Because the minion is balanced, so they're probably not going to be very... I want to do this. Rain is one of my current faves. I've seen it before, but I think I tried it one time, but I didn't think it was anything special. I'll usually drink, I mean, any flavor Ghost I can get, but my favorite is probably either the original flavor, or I just tried the Rainbow Sour Strips, and that's good. Strawberry Bubblicious is good. Honestly, any flavor Ghost is really good. Faint. Are you farming? I think the plan is to do a few runs on stream today, if anyone's willing to help me. Because I imagine I could get through these runs pretty damn fast if I have someone. Put it on the boss? Okay. I have more feints, but sure. Yeah, if anyone wants, they can join. I don't think I'm going to... I don't think I'm gonna, like, actively go out of my way to farm the full gear. Because it's just a lot. I joined, but it's late and I have work tomorrow. All good. I'm gonna Blade again, and then Wraith, maybe. Good thing I'm unemployed. Cheers to that. I'm not? Well, I take it back. Alright. Die. Do you want me to hit the boss? Actually, I should just hit the boss. Surely I kill the boss, right? Been a while, Noah? I don't recognize you, so it's probably been a while. Literally just got a job on the ambulance. So, like, you're the one that, like, drives the ambulance? Or, like, you operate on the ambulance? Ambulances are expensive. You are the ambulance. When the ambulance charges, like, $3,000, do you see any of that? Die. I'm unemployed in school. Relatable like 4 years ago. Okay, now question, do you have any, like, elemental hit that you can use to kill this balance thing, or am I gonna have to, take him down? Oh, you do. Look at that. I'm gonna use a feint. We just take people to the hospital and give insurance info to the nurse if we get it? Yeah. Ambulances are kind of a scam, bro. It's rough. I shouldn't say ambulances, it's more just insurance is a scam. Oh, that guy just biffed it. Nice.
This is not what the woman wanted. You want...
All good. What realm? Good question. I'm not there yet. We'll see. In our hand tag expensive it is, we don't get any of the cut either. I imagined that that was the case. Alright. Let me change realms. Let's go to Dworgen. Dworgen seems like a good realm.
Dr. Jackal just filled... What?
What? You know, I kind of forgot that this dungeon has 3 parts to it. Hello, Justin. Warrior of Heaven. So you're an ice wizard that we used to storm, but you have storm damage and storm accuracy. How strange. So you're a storm wizard, but you're an ice wizard. What a strange experience. Alright, anyone that does want to join, if you do, God has a band. Okay, you know, it's gonna be alright, man. We're in the realm Dworgen. I know two people said that they are down. So if you want to, you can join. I don't do the double school thing. I kind of avoid it. I'm the same way. I find it's too much for my brain. I just don't even care. Gregor House. Wow. Dr. House? I was thinking of Mr. House. I'm getting on the sigil. Okay.
Blimey, a wizard.
Everyone out here is saying references that I'm sure would be funny if I had ever watched the show. You know? Sorry, I just got like 4 questions at once. It overloaded my brain. How long are you streaming for? I'm house sitting right now, but I could get on like an hour and a half. We'll see. I'm thinking like a 2+ hour stream. We'll see how it goes and what I'm gonna do.
Send up a message to the chief whip.
Are you gonna be stitching the waterworks gear when you get it? It's kind of ugly by default, unlike Zeus. Well, honestly, I would argue that Zeus gear is more ugly than waterworks, but if I stitch anything, I'll probably stitch the hat to something else, and that goes for like that would go for the Zeus gear as well. But at this point, I might as well just keep going. Excuse me. Yeah, if I get the Yeah, I feel like the Waterworks robe and the boots look fine. It's just the hat I don't like. But we'll see when I get Waterworks. I think, no, to get both of my accounts on? That's up to you. I don't know how many people are gonna help. Or who wants to help. Realistically, we probably don't even need multiple people. But anyone that wants to can. Yeah, I don't know if I'll farm for full Waterworks. I don't know if I'll need it. What's in here? I don't have a wooden skeleton key. I must move on. Oh, we're fighting Chief Whip again? Okay. Yeah, so I'll probably do a few of these. I don't like... Because Barkingham Palace isn't that much better, gear-wise, than Mount Olympus. Like, I think the hat gives an extra 2 damage, and the robe gives, like, an extra 2 as well. So I think it'll give an extra 6 damage overall, which isn't bad. It gives universal resist, though, which is decent. Which does crafted gear is also good. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Chief Whip. If I join, my Death Wiz can instantly wipe out any battles once he gets 2 or 3 pips. Wow. You don't say. Damn, look at that Pierce. And I think the Storm spell is one of my least favorites of the new AoE cards. You just rezzed the Noxious Golem. And they summoned gas elementals. Things are going wrong. I'm gonna blade. Sorry, I don't mean to yawn. But it is already 5 o'clock, and I'm a bit tired. I woke up early. I hope everyone had a great weekend. This fight right here is so tough at the appropriate level. I would imagine. Luckily, I'm not doing it at the appropriate level. I've done it before at level 40, though. Calm down, brother. And then maybe after this, I'm thinking maybe doing some Mushu sides. Someone commented on one of my last videos and was like, you don't really need to do Winter Tusk anymore because, like, you get more than enough XP with the main quest. And I was like,
Mesmerizing commencing in 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. Mesmerize. Commence 1.
Okay, stop talking. I'm getting distracted. What was I saying? He was too loud and he just broke my thoughts. Yeah, the thing is, I was like, what if I did Winter Tusk? Because if I can get my kind of plan, I've said this in the back of my head for a while now, if I can get to level 60 before starting Celestia, that would be incredibly funny. Like, I don't want to do it particularly for gameplay-wise for any reason, I just think it would be exceptionally funny if I was level 60 before starting Celestia. In my opinion, this dungeon isn't worth it to farm. I agree, it's not worth it to farm, I just figured I would for a while. Why not? Get a bit of extra XP, potentially get some decent gear, hang out with my chat. All around, not a bad time. Winter Tusk is so fun though, IMO. It can be. It's not as fun as it used to be. I've done Grizzleheim Winter Tusk way too many times that I don't find them as fun anymore. Don't find them as fun anymore. I'll preface that my gear is laughable on this wizard. That's okay. I think I mean, I don't know what level you are, but I imagine as long as you're above, like, level 100, any gear, even laughable, is still more than enough. More than enough. 170 with Merciless, that's rough, buddy. Thoughts on Monstrology? I think it's interesting, but it doesn't have enough value that literally anyone would ever do it. Thoughts on the hardcore die equals delete concept? Someone actually asked that earlier, but I just don't... In Wizard 101, that concept to me just doesn't work, because the gameplay loop is not fun enough to be doing that. If the gameplay loop was fun, like if the combat was a little bit more engaging, I would say sure. Like, what I mean by that is, like, there's certain aspects of the game that I just find frustrating that I don't like. Like, for example, stunning not working on bosses. I think that's kind of stupid. Because it's such like a... It could be an interesting feature to use to give yourself some more time to potentially, you know, like... You know, figure something out. But,
There's a pleasing gear noise as you flip the correct lever.
Awesome.
And you hear the door to the control deck unbolt.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't find it fun enough. I don't think I would ever do something like that. But everyone that does, I respect the hell out of it. You know, the fact that they have the idea of doing like a challenge like that and actually executing it is like sick as hell. I just would never do it. I'd much rather do a challenge run on like a game that I actually really enjoy the gameplay and combat of. Yeah, I don't even know. It's like, I don't know if there ever even was a time when I think Wizard 101's combat was like, I'm not gonna say it's not fun, but it's like, I don't think it's engaging enough. And it's one of those things where, like, as a kid I thought it was, but I think that that's the thing, right? Like, as a kid it is engaging enough. Ever tried streaming Pokemon? I've never really tried much else on my channel because no one watches the videos and I get sad. So I've never really tried it, but Pokemon is one of my favorites. Are you farming this? That's the plan.
Wizard, I see.
For a little while anyway. I got the bad boots.
Well, that...
Have you thought of doing videos on other MMOs? I don't play enough MMOs, to be honest. The only other MMO I play is Star Wars The Old Republic, and I don't play it enough to ever make a video on it. Alright, well, that's Barkingham Palace Run 1 done. If anyone wants to join me for more runs, I'm gonna be doing them for the next little bit. I'm in the realm Dworgen. Give me like 2 minutes. Well, we'll probably get another run done by then, so I'm just gonna go into one. Yeah, I've never really particularly, like, I haven't thought of making videos on other things. Like, I feel like every time I try to do a video on another game, it just doesn't work. But I have thought of, like, what if I made a second YouTube channel, and then because I, like, have learned way more compared to where I started on this one, it should theoretically grow faster, especially if I play a game that more people like. Thank you for the $2 donation, Ruby. I really appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the stream and the videos. Don't you already have a second one? I have a second channel, but I don't upload anything to it. Because there's certain, like, videos and content that I've always wanted to make, but I've never really done because I just know that nobody would watch it on my channel. Like, I've always wanted to do, like, you know, Fallout challenge runs or, like, Skyrim challenge runs. Things of that variety.
Mr.
Mr. Utterson. Fallout Let's Play would go hard. See, I don't know if I'd want to make a Let's Play. I mean, Let's Plays are fun. Just playing the game with other people is fun. But it's one of those things where, like, it is 2025, so most people won't watch Let's Plays. Maybe make those kinds of challenges streams rather than videos. I could.
Mr.
Maybe if it's a game that's not too far off Wizard101, kind of like the player base of Overwatch with Marvel Rivals. Okay, see, I agree with that, but I think there's a problem here. And that's the fact that Wiz, the player base, isn't like one set audience.
There's a
Like,
pleasing gear noise
the thing
as
about
you flip
Wiz
the correct
is that
lever,
most people
and
who
you hear
play
the door
Wiz
to
or
the
played
control
Wiz
deck unlock.
played it as a kid, and the reason why they still play it is because they played it as a kid, right? But, like, a lot of those people play different games, and they play, like, wildly different games to Wiz because, you know, they grew up liking different games, but they only play Wiz because it's Wiz. So, like, I mean, for example, I play a lot of, like, most of the games I play are, like, single-player RPGs, or, like, I mean, the game I play the most is, like, Valorant, but, like, neither of those are even remotely similar to Wiz. So it's hard to, like, yeah, it's hard to appeal to an audience of similar... of a similar thing, because, like, what would be the similar? I got the exact same boots as last time. That's stupid. Gonna turn this quest in again for the XP. Alright. And I guess we just simply keep doing that. Hello, Gregor House. Man, you have less damage than the ice storm wizard. That's rough. Wiz to Path of Exile. Wiz was just a gateway drug to RPG's design pattern. Yeah, it's weird because I never really did that. Like, as a kid, like, the game path I went was, like, I played Wiz a lot, and then I played a lot of Roblox games. Then I played, like... I played a lot of Minecraft around that time, too. And then it wasn't until, like, I got slightly older, I'd say, like, about, like, 13, is when I started playing RPGs. I played, like, I think Skyrim was my first ever RPG. And I played that and didn't understand anything about it. And it wasn't until actually recently that I got into, like, Fallout. But I've played a lot of single-player games. I ain't got enough time to farm Selenopolis, so I just live with Merciless for now. It's kind of rough. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I spent so much time in high school playing, like, map games, like Paradox map games. Too much time. My Steam profile has an ungodly amount of hours. Second channel doing challenges would be fire though, Skyrim, but I've really considered that, and I do think maybe, like, in the future that would be something I would do. Like weapon restricted runs, or, like, you know, only doing certain things. I've also considered, like, doing, you know, like, longer content, but that's edited down really short, so, like me 100%ing a game, and, like, the process of me doing that, but, like, you know, editing it down into a more manageable video. I don't know. Bro, you gotta do Wizard101, but every time blank I take a shot or something? Okay, so see, the problem with that is I don't drink. So I don't really know how I would go about doing that. Respectable, same. Hot sauce. I could do hot sauce. The only problem with that is, though, is I have a very high spice tolerance, so it wouldn't even be that interesting. Carolina Reaper chips. I have had those before. They're pretty good, actually. Spice level-wise, they don't even taste that good. Sour candy. Now, see, that's where we're going, because I don't really like sour things that much. Not the biggest sour guy. Bean Boozled, I would hate that. Black Spider Pet. Ayo. Hey dude, been a while. How are you? I'm doing great. I hope that you're also doing great.
And you hear the door to the control deck unbolt.
I've been doing rather well. My camera's all out of whack. Too far to the right, too far up. There we go. Fixed. I didn't even look at it before I started streaming. I'm late to chat, but we happen to know that apple fritter cake and chicken pot pie noodles were received very well. I can imagine. They looked excellent. Okay, well, meanwhile, while chat is talking about nice food, Justin over here is going crazy. He's about to insane bolt. Wow. That's inspirational, frankly. And Gregor House over here just fizzled. That's rough, man. Ah. You fizzled? Yeah, that's a tough one, man. We just got smited by God. That is a good summation. I like to gamble. What can I say? See, most people when they gamble, though, they gamble for money. They don't just, like, gamble with fizzling and accuracy. Wish packs are a distraction from the real gambling drug, insane bolt. Man, you know, it's kind of crazy. I haven't bought a pack in probably 5 years.
Wizard.
Bro, I'm getting all shitter gear. Do I ever remember Realm on? I do, so I could just escape quit and then press play again. I don't even care. Look at that. It's fast. Now those nerds are walking very slowly. Yeah, look at that. I was considering, there was like a full minute where the nightmare pack showed up in my shop and I was like, do I want to go on my Death Wizard and buy this? Not this Death Wizard, my other Death Wizard, because the nightmare mount is just so cool, man. And I want it really bad. Fizzle time. But then I think to myself, I'm like, is this really what I want to spend my money on? And then I go, you know, maybe not. And so I don't buy packs. Damn, why is Barkingham Palace so far away? That Big Ben looks insanely far from here. Off in the background. Finally caught a stream. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your time here. Today's stream is going to be a very laid-back stream. I'm not like the most awake person right now. I mean, I'm awake and I'm chatting, but it's going to be a chilled, laid-back stream while I do some Barkingham Palace runs, and then probably move on and finish some Mushu side quests. I don't really plan on farming for all the Barkingham Palace gear, maybe just a few pieces. Like, if I can get the robe, that'd be kind of sick. But if not, that's fine. What's the Band of Infallibility? Sorry, that gives damage. Can I get a damage ring from that lady? What was her name? Oh, I'll never know. Excuse me, sorry. I'm looking up Wizard101 Barkingham Palace. Creatures. Margarita Vizzini. Can drop 6 rings. She can, in fact, drop a death ring, level 40 plus, that gives 3 damage. Which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. If I get it, that would be pretty cool, but I probably wouldn't get it. You guys didn't kill? Seriously? Thoughts on Dungeons and Dragons? I love Dungeons and Dragons. I used to play D&D like semi-regularly with a group of friends. We haven't really been able to meet up as much recently because we've been kind of busy, but used to do a bunch of D&D back in the day. We did like a Avatar: The Last Airbender themed campaign that we've been doing for a while. That it's just been really, really fun. I love making just the most batshit crazy characters, and in this most recent run, I've been like just hard stacking charisma modifiers, and I've just been the worst with every type of speech check. Like persuasion, in like anything of that variety, I've just been the worst. Been committing crimes, then convincing people that I didn't commit them right in front of their eyes. Tell us about your character. Well, okay, so in the Avatar: The Last Airbender one, my character's name was Nubin, which, if you're wondering how that came about, I'm pretty sure... So, how this started, actually, is there was the Avatar Legends thing, which was like a D&D-like tabletop RPG that came out, but we didn't really like the rules of it, so... Oh, that's 37,000 damage. That's rough. We didn't really like how it was set up, so we just remodeled D&D to be more like to make it more like D&D. And I think I was looking through the guidebooks, and they were like names of different characters, and like I think like it wasn't Nubin, but it was very close to Nubin, and I was like, okay, fair enough. So I was Nubin, who was a waterbender, who made weapons out of his water, which was kind of hella sick, actually. And yeah, that was basically it. We got up to some wacky adventures. We stole a pirate ship. I managed to kill a group of bandits that like were pirate bandits by jumping on their ship and then crashing their ship into another bandit ship, which was metal as hell and probably the coolest thing I've ever done in D&D. And you may be asking, how did I live? The answer was, I very nearly didn't. It would be epic for some way for an Avatar: The Last Airbender game that would actually be a banger. It would be cool if they could make, like, a good one. They've made a few Avatar: The Last Airbender games that are kind of, like, mediocre. Delayed gratification. Sounds really fun. It was very fun. It's probably my favorite D&D campaign we've ever done. I remember as a kid, I was in a class that... the teacher ran like a D&D campaign, and that one was fun because obviously it was the whole class and we just got to do fun D&D things as a class. That game was fun because I sold my friend's soul to an enemy to obtain more powers which the teacher let me do. And then originally the whole goal was to recover my friend's soul from the enemy. But then unfortunately COVID happened and we never finished the campaign. So his soul was never recovered. But I did get a power-up for free. Oh no, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Maybe someday he'll get it back, but probably not. Alright, Dr. Jackal is hella dead for the upteenth time. And once again, I have gotten a low tier drop. Great, I love low tier drops. Is there health wisps anywhere? No. For free as if an entire soul wasn't sacrificed, but it didn't harm me any. I was able to successfully get through the campaign without being harmed whatsoever. I gotta head out. Alright. Thanks for the help. You too, you too. So long, Dr. Haas. My pet got defying, which is okay. I would have preferred proof, but I don't mind defying. Better than nothing. Jeez, I'm really trying not to yawn. Because that probably makes for like, I'm making all of you tired as well. But I can't help it. I don't know what to say, I can't help it. Guys, I have a genius idea. Hear me out, alright? Hold up. I'm cooking. Let me cook.
Bah! You've done nothing but fail me, Valencian.
Hold up. Hold up. I'm still cooking.
Miss.
You know, these loading screens are taking too long. Tier list incoming? Not quite. Tier list would be sick, though. Oh. Okay. My Wiz actually crashed, I think. Wait. Nope, my Wiz definitely crashed. My Wiz just crashed. Alright, well. That's rough. I'm launching the game back. Hopefully it just keeps me in the dungeon. Alright, we're not doing a tier list. We're doing something else, though. Farming is boring. So instead, I want to be playing Bloons Tower Defense 6. Right here. Actually, right up here. Perfect. Look at that. Another application audio output. And grab Bloons Tower Defense 6. Awesome. This is everything I've wanted to do. Alright. Fallout New Vegas stream, let's go. Honestly, I've considered it. New Vegas is probably my favorite game of all time. Where did the name Kaiser come from? I was a big history nerd in high school. And there was... Somehow it didn't feel pretentious to me at all to name myself basically King Noah. So I did. Did your Avatar: The Last Airbender D&D thing take place before or after Ozai got his ending punishment? So it took place like 3 years before the events of canon, but then we never really got anywhere because we wait, did he just do the dungeon without me? I need the drops. You just did the dungeon without me. I mean, fair, but I wanted the drops. Okay, now the question is, how good am I at multitasking? Let's do alternate Bloons rounds. So before Aang even flipped from his people? No, not that far before canon. I mean, like, what's it called? Bro, I expected you to log out of the dungeon, my bad. Yeah, no, it's all good. We're fine. Alright. Play some Bloons. I like to start my Bloons with a dart monkey. As all good Bloons games do. I've leaked a lot. Don't worry about that. We're adding a boomerang monkey. Subway servers left to add, and we're golden. Honestly, that would be pretty sick if I just kept stacking different games. Use Mage Monkey? Not one of my favorites. But I will use it, yeah. Necromancer's kind of it's too busted to not use. I wouldn't say I'm very good at, I wouldn't say I'm very good at Bloons, but I enjoy playing it. Multiple games at once could add to the challenge aspect. You bring up a fair point.
Mr. Pooh.
Alright. Get glaives. I can pop lead. I missed a single Bloon. That's rough. I'm trying to figure out the best way to, like... I can pop out the chat. Perfect. I do this. There we go. And I put it next to Bloons. There we go. Just play Elden Ring while it was farming. Now that seems a bit like something I wouldn't be able to do. Wait, Benjamin is in the house.
Oh, Mr.
Alright. I'm leaking a bit, but it's fine. By the way, I wish the flying saucer from the crown shop went beyond 40%, dude. Okay, wait, sorry. I can't read your message right now. I'm dying.
There's a pleasing gear noise as you flip the correct lever, and you hear the door to the
I did
control
not.
deck
I don't have a
unlock.
lot of camo right now. It would be really embarrassing if I just brought up Bloons and then died instantly, but admittedly, I'm not focusing very hard on it. There we go. That's better camo. From the crown shop went beyond 40 or 50% due to how many space vehicles in sci-fi can go way faster. I feel like Wiz doesn't want to make a plus anything higher than a plus 50, or just because it would be like too much. Hold up. I'm greeting, boys. There is a 55% one, isn't there? I think, yes, there is. Oh, I don't have a way to pop camo lead. That's okay. You're right. I think there is a 55% one. But I can't imagine they'll go that much higher than that.
Wizard,
Nope, still got... I'm frankly astonished that I'm just not getting literally anything. But I guess the drop rates might be kind of low. But that's fine. Oh no, I'm dying. Did you guys know that it's kind of hard to focus on Bloons when you're also focusing on Wiz at the same time? Because I didn't until right now. It's kind of hard. Did I? Okay, he is here. Didn't load in right away, and I thought I just went in without him.
Oh, you've managed.
Alright, I'm thinking. Hold up, boys. I'm thinking we get our engineer. We get our bottom path engineer. Who's gonna break this level wide open. And I save up for it. Fun fact, and I'm sure that most people might have this experience as well. Back when I was a kid, my first introduction to Bloons was when they were teaching you how to use a computer in class. They'd let you, when you like finished what you were supposed to do, they'd let you go on coolmathgames.com. And I would always just play Bloons on it the whole time. Like, I don't think it was BTD 6. Well, no, it definitely wasn't BTD 6. I think it was Bloons 4 or Bloons 3.
Did you order up any extra cargo?
It always surprised me how bad the drop rates are in some dungeons, especially for gear that isn't that much better. Like, what's the incentive to play them then? I mean, it's mainly just to give you options, and unfortunately, KingsIsle makes the options incredibly annoying to get, frankly. Alright, my engineer monkey's the goat right now. Oh, I don't have Moab, do I? Wait. Stop. Oh wait, I did have Moab. I don't know what killed it. Might have been my Kylie boomerang. Let's get do I have enough space for a helicopter here? No.
Oh, Mr. Poop.
Well, I'm getting a decent amount of reagents, so that's cool. Not like anything I would really want ever while playing Wiz, but like...
There's a pleasing gear noise.
A decent amount.
The correct lever, and you hear the door to the control deck unbolt.
I play Bloons with the idea of just money maxing the whole time. Which is probably not the play, but I like money. I'll probably do so. I started streaming. How long ago did I start streaming? Started streaming. It's already been an hour. My plan is probably do another like 30 minutes of these runs, see what I get. If I don't get anything, I'll just move on with my day, finish up the MOOSHU side quest, and then call it a day. Call it a day after that, because I don't want to spend too long here. The stream's only going to probably be about 2 hours long. Wonder how many videos Azteca will be, and Chrysalis. So, a way to figure that out would be to look at my original Balance Let's Play and see how many videos that took. Yo, wait, I got the robe. I got the robe. That's an extra 4 damage. I don't think... Well, it's an extra 4 damage. And that's literally it. It only adds an extra 4 damage. You know what? I'll take it. I don't even care. Yeah, a good way to see how many videos it'll probably end up being is to look at my original Let's Play. And then go based on that. It might go slightly faster for some of them. It might go slightly slower. I found, like, I did Marleybone in 3 episodes this time. Last time it took 4. But I also cut it up differently, you know? Like, sometimes I would do, like, a longer episode than I would do now. Or a shorter episode, whatever. I think, I would guess Azteca probably took me 10 to 15 in my Balance Let's Play. But don't quote me on that. And then Chrysalis probably took me 20 plus. You know what? Let's go look at it right now. Kaiser No Balance Let's Play series. I started Azteca, episode 67. And I finished Azteca, episode 82. So that's like a good 15 or so. And then I started Chrysalis episode 83, and I finished Chrysalis episode 106. So Chrysalis took me like 25, and then Azteca was about 15. Hey yo, upset there. Round 63 is killing me? Oh, I actually died. Admittedly, I didn't expect to leak that much. I'm not gonna lie. Playing Bloons while playing Wiz might not be it. I can't focus on the Bloons enough. I honestly forgot it was there until I died. So it might be time to close Bloons. It was fun while it lasted, but I then proceeded to realize that it was kind of freaking me up. So I'm just gonna kill it. Let me return my chat. There we go. One time I did Azteca and all its side quests in 15 hours straight. The next day I sat down and grinded Chrysalis in 24 hours straight. That's rough, man. One time in my life, I did Azteca in, I think it was one day. If it wasn't one day, it was like a day and a half. Like, I did it as fast as humanly possible. It was rough, but it was like, once I got it over with, it felt really good, you know? So I'm actually with you, Sarah. I'm there. I've done it before, too. I actually distinctly remember that, because I did, like, Avalon and Azteca back-to-back in, like, 2 to 3 days and finished them both, and it was, like, I don't even know how I did it. I'm not gonna lie, now that I've got one piece of the Barkingham gear, I almost want more of it, just because of how ugly the stitch is. Like, this stitch is rough, dude. Alright. Bunyip. Once again, die.
Wizard.
Okay. I was scared that I got the same robe again, but I didn't. I got a different robe. Alright. I was thinking of making another video, a non-Let's Play Series 1 in the next, like, coming week. I wanted to make a video about my opinion on Selenopolis, because finally, after over a year of having it in my quest log, I finally completed it on my myth. And I gotta say, I wouldn't say I was pleasantly surprised, but I was surprised, and it wasn't like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, you know? Like, it turned out to be okay, but it wasn't good. Like, it was, like, incredibly eh. Also, I did the quest line so out of order, it's not even funny. Like, I did, like, all the Devim stuff first because I like Devim, which apparently you're supposed to do third. Mallory was in it, so it's auto F tier for me. I don't think Mallory's that bad. She's just not good. Like, see, the thing is, though, is, like, it also has Ozzy in it. So, like, shouldn't it also be auto S tier? Because Ozzy's, like, the best character in this whole game. I don't know. I thought it was alright. It wasn't the best. It was, like, okay. Oh, they push your voice. Did they? It seemed fine to me. Sounded like Ozzy to me. Did they do something different to it?
Mr. Pooh.
Mr. Pooh. He sounds more British. He sounded obscenely British in Mirage. Every time I come back to this game, I remember why it's left. And it's the AoEs. I feel like it's the same meta since release. Yeah. That's why I'm enjoying, like... I've been enjoying actually playing the game in my Let's Play, but, like, outside of it, I've been having fun playing the game just because I'm, like, in a Wiz mood right now, but, like, the AoE stuff is very boring. And it's so funny to me that KingsIsle can do nothing to change the meta for 15 years with the AoE stuff, and then they blame the players for using AoEs. They're just like, well, if you don't want the combat loop to be boring, why don't you use something else? And it's like, oh, I don't know, because AoEs are broken. It's always been funny to me, the idea of, like, yeah, our gameplay loop is kind of bad, but, like, if the players choose to, they could, like, actively hinder themselves and then have fun. And they're like, yeah, you could do that, but, like, surely you just fix the game. The real issue at this point is, like, how do you even fix the game, right? Because, in my opinion, what they needed to do was make AoEs way weaker. Like, an AoE's base damage should be way weaker than it is. But obviously, at this point, if they nerf the AoEs, there's gonna, like, a large part of their player base is just gonna riot and then leave. That's what I think the issue is. Like, the real play, in my opinion, would be to, like, half the damage on literally every AoE, and that would help things a lot. Like, 925 damage for a hit-all spell. They kind of experimented with splitting the damage AoEs, but man, yeah, the problem is, though, is that, like, those are the split damage AoEs, like, no one uses them. That's the problem with everything in this game, is that they add these new content and these new features, but no one uses it because it's just not as good. Like, you could just spam low pip, high damage AoEs. They could also have more single target boss encounters so players don't feel the need to pack areas constantly. See, the thing is, though, I agree with that, but I feel like a lot of people would still pack AoEs just because they're too lazy to change their deck. Like, that's the problem. Is, like, people will still pack AoEs despite that. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen that spell in a long-ass time. How far into stream are we? Hour and 15? Debating in my head. Like, how much do I want to farm this? Because I really do hate how it looks, so part of me would like to not, like, to get more gear, but at the same time, like, I really don't want to do this dungeon for 3 hours today. I could always earn crowns and Stitch, but that seems like a lot of work. Hey, I'm getting badges. Oh, hey, I got a badge for collecting 10 unique pets. Sunk cost fallacy kicked in yet? See, I'm not that far. And I don't plan on getting that far, because I really don't want to actually farm for hours for all this gear. You know, to put it into perspective, just how insane my level is. I'm almost level 47, and I'm still in Mushu. And I'm about to level up, right? Plus, I have probably enough side quests to get halfway to the next level right now. I'm gonna be, like, I genuinely think I can hit 50, like, very early Dragonspire. And then if I do Grizzleheim Winter Tusk, I think what my plan is that sometime in the near future, like probably post Dragonspire, what I'll do is instead of having episodes come out at 3 o'clock on Saturday, Sunday, I'll just do 2 days where I live stream doing Grizzleheim and Winter Tusk. Because I feel like that just makes more sense, right? Because I want to get it out of the way. You're 8 levels away from Winter Tusk crafted? I am. I haven't actually I'm not that high a level of crafting yet, though. Man, I just keep getting the same robes. I forgot that you could see drops now. It's kind of cool. Yeah, those boots give an extra 4 damage. The hat gives an extra 4 as well. Like, it would be actually pretty good to get this geared. But, like, do I really want to? I don't know. Since I really didn't want to replay through Mushu, instead of wiping a fire character that hasn't really at all progressed due to whoever family was on the Wiz, I changed the Wiz to being a female Pyromancer since the Wiz was in Dragonspire already. Honestly, fair enough. It's based even. Just repurpose the old wizard. They really named this horse Margarita. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We've been farming for like an hour now. The stream's been going for an hour and 17 minutes. I'm going to do another 3 runs, and then no matter what I get, I'm going to move on. Because I'll be honest, I really don't want to do 30 Barkingham Palace runs today. So I'm going to do another 3. Man, the drop rate on that first fight must be insanely low. Because I got this ring, like, the first encounter, and I haven't gotten anything since then. Which is a little wild. Ashley Dragonflame instead of Jose Seahorn. Alright. Man, I forgot how boring farming is. I forget, when does the new world come out? Usually, the Wizard101 world updates are in October, like late October, early November. But it varies. Sometimes it can be like early. I've seen, I think the earliest I've seen a test realm is like very late September. The latest I've seen is like December. So realistically, I don't know exactly when they plan on it, but it's going to be during the fall, I would guess, more along the lines of November. I would guess 2nd or 3rd week November. And that's for the test realm, so the live realm probably wouldn't come out for another week or 2 after that. I am kind of excited for Darkmoor. I mean, a spooky world is what we needed. The only thing I'm a little anxious about, that I'm not really sure how I'm looking forward to, is that Selenopolis really hinted about the idea that the Arc 5 villain is going to be someone from outside the spiral, like someone from, like, Earth. And I feel like there's a potential for that to be very poorly executed. I think design was okay, and Arc 4 was alright. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad. But, I think there's a real potential for them to mess up Arc 5 if that's the premise of it. I got the wand. It's a cool looking wand. I remember when Wisteria was new and I unironically thought they add new spells for all the new schools. Yeah. I think Wisteria always was really cool for the idea of that fact. Like, as a kid, I remember how cool it was. I remember going to the Ember School and being like, yes. But then it turns out, yeah, there's not actually anything there. I'm not gonna lie, after doing Wisteria the last time, like in my Let's Play series, did not enjoy it. I would actually rank, like, Wisteria in, like, C or D tier. I genuinely didn't enjoy it that much. Alright. Oh, my nail broke. That sucks. Gotta cut my nails later then. Hear me out though. What if the boss of Arc 5 is Houdini, like the greatest magician of all time? Okay, see, that could be cool. If it was like an actual real person in history, that could be sick. The thing is though, is that I'm really scared it's gonna be like some KingsIsle devs like Giga OC that ends up being like super cringe self-insert energy, you know what I mean? Like, nobody wants a cringe self-insert. Imagine they pull out a Buzz Lightyear and make the villain be us from the future. That's possible. That would probably be less cringe. Just the Arc 5 villain is going to be Earthborn. My bet is the Arc 5 villain is a Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That would be crazy. Bill Clinton in the big 2025? Now, the good thing about doing this and farming just a little bit is I'm getting more gold.
There's a pleasing gear
And I quite like having gold. I need some to train up my pet a bit more.
To the control deck and boat.
Don't ever reference that sad Lightyear movie. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched anything related to Toy Story since Toy Story 1 back in 2000 and probably 6. I don't even think I've ever watched Toy Story 2. Have I? Which one's Toy Story 2? I'm looking it up. Okay, wait, I might have actually watched Toy Story 2. What's the one where they go to like an arcade or whatever and there's a bunch of like toy aliens?
Wizard.
Yo, I got the boots. Look at me go. Alright, we're gonna do one more run. Call it a day. That's Toy Story 1? Okay. Then I've watched Toy Story 1. I wasn't a big Toy Story guy when I was a kid. My favorite movie, and listen, you guys can you can tell me if this is based or not, but as a kid I loved Cars. Cars hit. Like, there's just so much about Cars that's so good. Like Owen Wilson and Rascal Flatts singing Life is a Highway. Cars was a good movie, man. No, are you a Star Wars fan? I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It's decent looking back on it, not as a kid though. That's crazy to me. As a kid, I loved Cars. But I'm trying to think, okay, what movies, let me look at like Best-selling kids movies, 2000 and I'll go 2005 because that's when I was a kid. Maybe 2006. 2006 might be better. Yeah, okay. 2006 was Cars, Happy Feet, Ice Age: The Meltdown, Over the Hedge, Monster House. Yo, the banger Monster House. Do you ever watch The Incredibles? I actually never watched The Incredibles until I was already like 13, 14. Do you remember Hot Wheels Highway 35? I don't even know that at all. I avoid Star Wars 7-9 Disney made. It's not what George Lucas planned. I mean, probably not, but I don't know. The Force Awakens was decent. Oh, I actually went backwards. The Force Awakens was decent. The other two kind of sucked, though. Yeah, Monster House was good, man. That shit was good. Ever seen Coraline? No. Best-selling kids movie 2007. Wait, I can just look up the decade's highest-grossing animated films, and then scroll by year. Okay, well, 2007 was Shrek the Third. 2000, also Ratatouille. Kung Fu Panda was 2008. Oh my, Madagascar hit as a kid. Oh, you see it's Dawn of the Dinosaurs? I saw that in theaters. Up was goated. Tangled was goated. I was into Disney movies a lot more. Meet the Robinsons, I do remember that. I was terrified of the Incredibles. It was banned in my house. Why were you so scared?
There's a pleasing gear noise as you flip the correct lever, and you hear the door.
You ever watched Rango? I think I watched Rango. I had a coworker who looked like the bowler hat guy from the movie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize that the guy's name was actually Bowler Hat Guy. I thought you were just describing him as that, but I was scared of the jet engine scene. Like, what do you mean he was eviscerated? Oh, what movie was like that for me? Wait, there was a movie as a kid that I was really scared of Finding Nemo. That's funny. I was scared of Finding Nemo because I didn't like the shark scene. And I hated the dentist office scene. Do you guys remember when he's like in the dentist office and he gets like stuck in the fish tank? I hated that scene of Finding Nemo. It scared me. You want help with side quests or not? Sure, anyone's willing to help. Yeah, Finding Nemo 2? But for the filter scene, which one's the filter scene? Is that the one where he's in the fish tank? I didn't like as a kid, I wouldn't watch Finding Nemo because it scared me too much.
Wizard.
Okay, I got certifiably nothing that run. I'm thinking that was my last run because I really don't want to do this anymore. I've already been farming for like an hour plus. And I managed to get 2 pieces of the gear, which is more than I thought. I now have 52 damage, which is pretty sick. I do need to find something to stitch my hat with, though, because I am absolutely not going to have this as my hat. Alright, let's go to Mushu. I don't know why, but I actually cried when seeing Woody's Nightmare in Toy Story 2. A bunch of crying from that film. Did I ever cry as a kid during a movie? I have cried during a movie, but I don't remember what it was. I apologize for making this the suggestion in the comments of that one episode. What was the suggestion? Let's go snag some side quests, shall we? The Barkingham Palace comment I made? No, that's fine. I mean, I got 2 pieces of the gear. So, not bad if I do say so myself. Okay, all of this is no auction, so I'm gonna feed it to my pet. Cried a lot with Encanto. I never watched that. That was post my time. I kind of stopped watching new movies after a while. Was it actually an improvement to the Zeus gear though? Yeah, I mean no, it was an improvement. I mean here I can show you. It added an extra. The robe adds an extra 4 damage, but it has basically identical stats, and then I think the boots also add 4 damage. Yeah, 4 damage. But they remove 2 accuracy, so I don't know how I feel about that. But I guess my accuracy is like decently high anyway, so I don't really care that much. It gave an extra 8% damage, and I'll take that. Alright, so I actually have this side quest that I completed during the episode, today's episode. If you haven't watched today's episode, go watch it either now or after the stream. Or at least open it. Give me that view. Click. Speaking of, Click. That's a funny movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie, so do with that as you will. But I'm actually trying to remember the movie that I cried during. There was a movie that I cried during, but I don't remember what it was. But it was like genuinely sad. And it wasn't Click. I can tell you it wasn't Click by Adam Sandler. Ol Yeller was not Ol Yeller. Was it an Adam Sandler movie in general, though? No. I've never cried during an Adam Sandler movie.
There seems to be a strange... This ichor is like the stuff that you can collect from the diseased water spirits. Mossback,
Of course it
can tell you
is.
more about it.
Mossback. My guy. I cried when Chubbs died. That's sad. Mushu music is so good. Mushu music is so good.
Gets good seeing you here, friend of Earth.
Hell yeah, it is. Alright, I am in the realm Dworgen still. So if anyone wants to help, you can. I think Justin here has already got it handled, but... Storm Wizard jump scare? Oh god. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing is, though, I say, like, Mushu music is good, but I say that, like, literally every single time I go into a world in Wizard101. I don't know a single world where I don't like the music. Like, maybe I feel like Chrysalis's music's a little underwhelming, but I don't think it's bad. It's just not, like, as memorable as something like, you know, the Arc 1 music. But, like, Arc 2's got a lot of bangers, too. Wizard101 music in general, it's just amazing. Nelson Everhart's a legend. Light magic with light pips when, though? I think, if I remember correctly, the implication is supposed to be that light magic is what everyone uses already. Like, light magic is regular magic, and then shadow magic is, like, the dark magic. That doesn't mean that King's Isle would never change that. It's possible that they could change it, but, like, I think that was the implication. What if I stitched... Yo! Hear me out, boys. Actually, is this technically better? It's an extra 2 damage, but it removes the... I want to keep some of the accuracy. But yo, this hat, though?
Yes,
Time to make a tier list of Wizard101 music? I might have done that already. I'm not sure.
We must hurry.
A heavenly themed school would go hard, though. True, true. Wow, you've changed a lot. I used to watch you 3 years ago. I have changed a lot in 3 years. I'm 3 years older now. Among other changes.
Much better now. Thank you.
Yo, why do I have to cure 8 villagers? Can't they cure themselves? It's a lot of work, man. A lot of walking.
I feel much better now. Thank you.
Yo, I'm 3 years older as well? What a coincidence, man. Guys, I walked into the battle. That's my bad. I don't want to do that. And they start first, so we have to see all of their cards. That sucks. That do suck. My hair is kind of messy today. I don't really care, to be honest. Oh, I just made it unmessy by doing that. Mess it back up a little bit. Can't they cure themselves? Every doctor ever?
I feel much better now. Thank you.
No problem, man. Honestly, most doctors are kind of like that. Most doctors should just like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with you. Figure it out. There's no more down here. Most doctors are just like, yeah, I don't know. It's either that or the doctor's very confident they know what's wrong with you and it's not what's wrong with you. Sir, I have cancer. Get good, Lamau. What do you mean I can't cure the same villager twice? Can't you just get sick again? Do these guys have health insurance?
I feel much better now. Thank you.
I've only cured half of them. This is so much walking. Mushu side quest moment. Skill issue.
I feel much better now. Thank you.
Okay, why do they all have the same voice line? It really makes me feel like I'm talking to the same NPC 8 times rather than 8 individual people.
I feel much better now. Thank you.
I know, you've said that 7 times. How much would they charge for insurance in the Wizard World? Well, it depends on where you are. If you're in Caramel, health insurance would be a lot of money. And it also still wouldn't get you much. Like, if you're in Caramel, you'd have health insurance, but, like, they would still charge you because, like, the copay wouldn't cover it. But if you're in, like... Where would have good health insurance? Like... I actually have no idea. Where would have good health insurance? I'm sure somewhere would.
You have cured us. Mere words cannot express our
Polaris?
gratitude.
Maybe. I feel much better now. Thank you. Alright. Oh, I've done all of the side quests in this street. I guess it's time to go to the Cave of Solitude. I actually don't know how many side quests I have in this world. But I'm level 47 now, so that's cool. A neurologist finally testing me after 5 years of... for something. Oh, nah, dude. You got the bad. That sucks, bro. I gotta dye this gear. This shit looks like ass. And then I want to go stitch this top hat. I don't have the crowns right now, though. I have to watch ads. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna promote the National Guard live on stream. Are you doing all the side quests in every world? Right now, yes. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that. But at the very least, I'll do all the side quests, like, up until I reach level 60. Because I think the thing is, right, is that side quests, they fall off at a certain point. And that point is, like, around Arc 2. Arc 1, doing side quests is actually kind of useful to be, like, ahead of the curve. So I think my plan... is to, I really want to try to hit 60 before Celestia. I think it would just be so funny to go into Celestia with Waterworks gear and just curb stomp literally everything I see. So that's gonna be the goal. You know, the military getting desperate when they try to advertise to whiz-heads of all people. Surely one player will see the ad and be like, you know what, I should join the National Guard. Do you think Croc has good health insurance? And if so, is it equal between the Crocs and the Manders? I mean, absolutely not.
Greetings, living creature. My
Hey.
brethren, earth spirits are corrupted. Collect
But after that, I skip them. Yeah, I mean, once the side quests stop giving as much XP, I'll definitely stop doing them. Corrupted Earth Spirit. Do you guys remember when you used to have to walk, like, across all of these bridges every time you wanted to get back to that guy? Because they're, like, the teleporters weren't there? Side quests are so goated. I'm almost level 90 before even getting to the Sultan Dock quest line. That is pretty decent. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to do Hades at all. I'll do Tartarus once on stream. And maybe I'll do, like, a few runs during that stream. But I don't think I ever plan on, like, farming it. I'm not going to farm Tartarus. It's way too long of a dungeon to farm. And I think the pity system wants you to beat Hades 20 times, which, like, that sounds like I'd want to blow my brains out. So I don't think I would do that. And I definitely don't want to farm Atlantia. Atlantia is, like, incredibly mediocre. I always like the trope of making an enemy that used to be a boss, regular enemy. Now seeing the Krakens here, I was like, damn. Yeah, they do that quite a few times. Imagine being level 100 before Chrysalis Part 1. You could probably get decently close, honestly.
I feel so sick. Can you get a healing potion from Master Yip for me?
One thing I could do...
It hurts so much.
I wasn't planning on doing it because the plan for this character, I always kind of had the idea that I was going to do this character as free to play as possible, which is why I haven't bought any crowns or anything like that. I could do, like, the Winterbane, or, like, Midnight Sun Pagoda, or Grand Voyage, or, the Spiral Cup. Those all give, like, XP, and they give a decent amount of XP. Once you get to, like, level 80, those things give, like, 300,000 XP. It's really crazy. So I could do that once you get to that level, but... You plan on doing Waterburst or craft Winter Tusk gear on your death? I think the plan is to stream some Mount Olympus runs, and then if by the end of the day I don't have all of it, I'll do Winter Tusk crafted. I have Pagoda Winterbane in my house if you need it for free. That's like my idea is that I'm not going to do that because I could find someone that has it, but I would rather just, like, I like the idea of not doing it, you know? You should make a Discord server for real, by the way. I do have a Discord server. It's in the description. It's literally there in the description. How did you lose so much weight so fast, night and day? Okay, so I did this thing. It's gonna sound crazy. Called dieting and exercising. And I know that it sounds like it's one of those things where it's like it sounds so simple, but the problem is that it is almost that simple. I just stuck on 1,200 calories a day while burning like 500, and I lost like 4+ pounds a week. Which, by the way, not that healthy to do it that way. Hello, Justin. Did you? I didn't realize you were even here. I was looking for you. I wish it was that simple for me. I'm 20 pounds underweight and don't even eat that well, so Lamau. See, the problem... Okay, I will say, it's very difficult to just flip of a switch decide to do it, right? Like, the hardest part about it, and I've always thought this way, is that, like, it's willpower based. Like, you need to have the willpower to really want to go for the weight change. And, you know, like, every time I looked at something that was a lot of calories, I said to myself, no, I'm not going to eat that. Or I said, I'm going to eat that, but I'm only going to have a bite of that. Which, if you guys don't, I've probably said it a few times on the stream, but I'm, like, very much a foodie. Like, I love food, and I love trying different foods. I like eating, you know, really tasty things. And, it sucks to suddenly not have that. And if you're underweight, it's a similarly hard thing to suddenly tell yourself, I need to overeat a lot. And especially if you don't eat the right foods, you're not going to gain weight correctly, you know? Like, if you're underweight and you're trying to gain weight, you really want to be eating a bunch of protein and steak and stuff like that. And it can be rough, because, like, that stuff is filling. So I get it. It does suck. I feel like people talking about nose weight loss is similar to people bringing up low taper fade. I mean, people talk about my weight loss because it's very visible, I feel like. Now that I've uploaded a decent amount of videos, people have stopped talking about it as much, which, I mean, obviously I don't mind people mentioning it, but it was basically every comment on my videos for a while. But, no, they're side questing at the same level as my die delete ice currently in Necropolis. Look at me go. It is rough. I have no appetite like 100% of the time. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Well, I personally don't really relate to that as much because obviously I was the opposite. I have too much appetite all the time. But I understand struggling with appetite. That it does suck. Let's beat up the corrupted earth spirits over here. Yeah, it's weird. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, it's like at the same time, like I relate, but it's hard to relate, you know? It's all due to metabolism. Everyone's metabolism is very different. I mean, hell, my metabolism is like so slow. You guys don't understand how slow. Like, I only need like 1,700 calories a day to maintain my weight, which is like low. You know, most people eat 2,000 to 2,500 a day and maintain. But if I eat 2,500, I'll tend to gain a few pounds, you know? Gaining weight can be very expensive, so it's hard for younger people to gain weight. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It depends. It's one of those things where, like, you can gain weight if you know what to eat. But, like, a lot of the times, the foods that are the best to gain weight... Oh, hello. The foods that are the best to gain weight are often foods that don't taste the best. Hello. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted by this. No, for everyone underweight, HelloFresh doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it does if you can eat enough of it. You get a full Mushu party? We do. Yeah, I mean, I find that, like, if you wanna bulk, the best thing to do would be, I mean, protein powder's amazing. If you can get, like, a big tub of cheaper protein powder, and then just add that scoop to different stuff, you know? But you get full, man. You get full. Because, my brother's been wanting to do that to me. Yeah. I've, see, because about how I lost weight is I very much wanted to maintain muscle mass because I didn't want to lose my muscle that I had, you know, because I do have a bit of muscle. So you don't want to just go off of protein, you know, like you don't want to just like eat nothing. You want to keep eating protein. And that's true with gaining weight too. Like you want to gain muscle, you don't want to gain fat. So you always want like protein. And loading on protein can be expensive. Noah, did you go to college? I went to college for 2 semesters and then decided I really hated it. Oh, that's rough over there. Bro got dragged. College was not for me. And that, I'm not gonna lie, that largely had to do with my incredibly undiagnosed ADHD that I've never gotten looked at. Noah encouraging his audience to try that special power. Listen, you gotta specify, because protein powder's very healthy. The other type, not very healthy. I'm on my 5th semester and it's going quite poorly for me too. Hey, you're like probably over halfway there now, which is pretty sick. I'm proud of you. I dropped communication class because I hated the professor, etc. Yeah, it can be rough. I get that. I've been there. You mean doing heroin for weight loss isn't good? Usually not. Not in my top 10 recommended ways to lose weight. Because of that, I have 6 classes left before I go into my major classes.
Friend of Earth, near entrance to cave.
Looking forward to college and might play Little Wiz at night on my laptop. I hope that you enjoy it. I've just found that college isn't for everyone. And depending on what you want to do, it might even be very bad. Not bad, sorry. I looked at the comment off to the side and just misspoke. If it's not the correct, like, if you don't want to do the right thing, going to college can actually just be more harmful than it can be beneficial.
Orchids for the antidote. Do you mind going to find some for me?
Of course.
The antidote's brewing up well, but it needs
bet if this has been talked about a lot, but your hair looks
work.
way better now as well. Any hair care tips, or is that just a result of the weight loss? That is like 99% weight loss. My hair got significantly less greasy when I lost weight, which just beneficial, you know? I mean, I don't do anything particularly special. I wash my hair with, you know, a decently high quality shampoo. I condition, and then that's about it. And it looks way better just naturally. It looked better within a few months after losing weight naturally, like even without me changing anything, you know? And then I feel like the haircut, getting my hair cut so that it's a bit shorter helped as well. My dad has lost a lot of weight from special drugs too. Was it the healthiest way? Maybe not, but it did work. Hey, I mean, at least he got there. My hair fell out when I lost weight. Okay, see, so that's funny thing about that is, I mean, okay, I don't know if you mean completely fell out, but when I was losing weight, my hair was falling out because it has something to do with the amount of calories you eat and how much your hair stays in your head. I was shedding a lot of hair, but, and for a while I was actually really scared that I was going bald because, you know, I really don't want to because I would probably cry and blow my brains out in the same sentence. So I was a little scared, but then when I started eating more calories again, it actually grew in like just as thick as it was before. My hair is actually like really thick. So happy about that. I can relate as well. I was very, very skinny because I grew up poor here in Germany, but as soon as I thankfully got good money, I can eat good food. W. Okay, I'm starting to think that the pearl orchids are in the top half of this street, because I haven't seen a single one. All right, they're near the entrance. All right. New character, completely new account. This is a new account. I figured, why not? I wanted as authentic of a starting over experience as possible. Like, I wanted no mount, no, like, ability to trade gear over, nothing. I just wanted pure beginning. But,
Water, then earth.
I did get, not like overwhelmingly lucky, but I did get slightly lucky with the mount drop, because I did raw like twice and I got a mount drop. But to be fair, skeleton key bosses do drop mounts pretty frequently. Yeah, hair loss is definitely a big part of losing weight, healthy or unhealthy, and usually hair's regrowth is about 3 months behind. Don't ask me how I know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's about my experience.
Perfect.
because I was like, I feel like it didn't look noticeably thinner. Like, it didn't look noticeably thinner, but like every time I took a shower, I was losing a ton of hair. Okay, where's the imp dirt? Is that also near the entrance? I'm not sure. But, like, you know, I was losing a lot of hair, and again, I was eating like 1,200 or less calories a day. But once I upped my diet again... Actually, it's probably near the Tainted Forest, right? Because that's where the imps were. So that's where I would guess that the dirt is. Check the green portal area for the dirt. See, look at that. I'm actually one step ahead this time. That's not usual for me. Okay, I got dragged. That's annoying. That's annoying. W recovery? Am I gonna get dragged again if I get this? I did, but it was worth it. It was worth it. I don't care. Now, wouldn't it be crazy if I got... Wait, that didn't count? I didn't press X on it? I swear it disappeared. Did it not disappear? That's insane. Does anyone know if Wiz plans on adding teleporters to the later worlds? I don't think so. I can't imagine so. Depends on what world. Like, I mean, most later worlds, like Chrysalis and After, they add like portals to different areas of the world. So like Chrysalis has like the lakes that have all of the teleporters in it. And a lot of the worlds have that too. Like Polaris has one. Mirage has the flying carpets. Imperia has... Does Imperia have something? Yeah, they have the teleporter thing. And then Caramel has the transportaler thing. Rocket ship for Lemuria. And then... what world's next? Novus? Novus doesn't really have a lot of areas to begin with. So yeah, I mean... They have portals to the areas, but I can't imagine they'd add portals themselves.
Now that the antidote's finished, we better get it off to Benoit. I assume he's still in the forest where you left him. Make sure he consumes all of it, even the dirt.
Even the dirt, bro. That's insane. You're making this man eat dirt? It's rough. I think most worlds have teleporters, only exception is Wisteria, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Certain worlds used to not have teleporters. Like Croc didn't used to have teleporters. Wizard City didn't used to have teleporters. Hey, Noah, it's been a long time. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, if it's been a long time. Consume the soil. All right.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, man.
Was going to explode. Master
Bin will be fine. Thank you, Wizard, for your help. If you ever have need of traditional Mushu medicine, let me help you.
Okay, well, back to Mossback, but this time in Kashibi Village. So I think I was looking at it before. I think I actually can do the side quests in Yoshihito Temple. I'm not sure if I will, or if I'll wait until after doing the actual main quest of the area. But like, I can technically do them early, I think. I remember the quest finder telling me I could go there. I need to dye this gear. This shit looks like bad. I didn't get enough scrap iron. That's unfortunate. I'll do that later. I need to get a different mount at some point. I'm tired of looking at this horse. I don't really know where I could get a mount. I mean, just key bosses, I guess, right? Have to find another key boss to farm. I think right now at my level, I could do King Boar and Takanopu the Masterless and the Spirit of Ignorance. I don't know what mounts those drop. But I also don't have keys right now. I could actually get some, I think. Yeah. I have a few from doing all the side quests. Mossback. My brother. What side quest do you have for me today?
Water spirits. Spreading disease.
You don't say.
Collect samples from them. Bring to me to save Earth spirits from disease.
Aye, aye, Mossback. Noah, you ever get into fishing? I assume you mean in Wiz. Because why would you ask about real fishing? Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm a little tired right now, actually. I have completed fishing on my death and maybe on my myth. I've definitely finished it on my death. It was 0 energy fishing and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna finish it. If you have 50k gold, you could go and buy one, but that's not fun. That's what I'm saying. I could buy one for that was my original plan, was to buy one from the crown shop with gold. But then I ended up just getting one from raw because I had like 2 skeleton keys and I was like, I'll just do raw. And it just worked. I ended up getting one like second run. Bonk. You think the new update is going to be big with good changes or mid like the previous ones? Well, the new update is a whole world. So I can't imagine it's going to have that many changes gameplay-wise. I heard something about shadow magic. I heard that there was something being done there, which, in my opinion, any change to shadow magic right now is a good change, no matter what they do, because shadow magic is in a state where it's literally not worth it to use it ever. So, like, realistically, they could, like at this point of the game, shadow magic's barely a thing anyway. So even if they, like, did something that was totally insane, it wouldn't really change much about how it currently is. Yeah, all shadow spells are shadow fusions now. Yeah, so, like, I don't really know what that entails. But to me, shadow magic really can't get any worse. So it's all uphill from here, I would say. Like, it can only go up. So I don't know. I mean, this new update, it depends on how the world is. Like, if the world is good, then it's a good update. If the world is meh, then it's a meh update. All current shadow spells will no longer cost a shat at base. Okay. Intriguing.
Thank you, living creature. You have done a great deed.
Okay. I think that was it. That was it for today. I would guess that I'm all out of side quests. If you want the old version, you have to pack a shad transformation to fuse it with. Shadow spells are fusion spells, but because of this, we'll receive a damage boost. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, again, as I said, shadow spells currently are so mediocre that I can't see them making it worse at all, is how I'll put it. Alright, let's go finish this school quest, and then I'll probably wrap up the stream here, I think. And their damage from the looks of it will be greater than before. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'm not particularly like one way or another. I'm not particularly I don't care about shadow spells. I haven't used a shadow spell in God knows how long. Glowbugs will do like 1250 damage shadow infused at base? That's pretty insane. That's like old glowbugs. I don't actually remember what spell death gets at level 38. I got animate at level 28, I think. So what spell would they get? Like poison? I actually think I already have poison. The base shadowless version will be 520 AoE, which is pretty decent for level 100s. Okay. So 520 at base would be, for 5 pips, better than Tempest by 120 base damage. That's not bad. Honestly, that's not bad. Certain spells, though, I feel like it's not going to be that useful for. But it could be good for, like, what's that spell? There's, like, the guitar spell that storms have. Or, like, Rage Bull could be useful, maybe. I don't know how they're going to be with other AoEs. We'll see when we get there. Musicology, is that what it's called? Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I'll probably make a video about it when it comes out. Why not? Alright, hello, Dorgan.
You have done very well.
All the way to the haunted cave. That's such a long walk, man. Such a long walk. A long trot, I guess, on my horse. Man, my lips are chapped. I don't know why they're so chapped. I don't think it was exceptionally dry out today, but... Interesting. I don't think anything will change until they fix shads as a stat, to be honest. I mean, yeah, like, people aren't going to use... If they remove the option to add shadow pips to the spells, like from the beginning, and they make it so it's infused, I imagine that most people are just not going to use shadow infusions. Because shadow magic is just kind of useless as a stat. Like, if they made it something so it's like you're guaranteed to get a shadow pip like once every 3 rounds or something, then it would be okay, but it's so like... As it is right now, it's so random. Like, you can potentially not get a shadow pip for like 10 rounds straight, which sucks. Like, what I think it would be cool if what they did is that shadow pip rating, it had like a base of you get a shadow pip like once every 4 rounds or something, but you can get it earlier depending on how high your shadow pip rating is. Like, I think that would make it much more valuable, because like, I've gone entire, like, 10-round boss fights without getting a shadow pip once. And that just sucks. Make shots work in gauge ticks rather than percentage, yeah. Just something along those lines.
You smell death in the air.
Oh god. I'm summoning a wraith. Hello.
You have proved yourself worthy.
Okay, can you stop talking? I don't like your voice.
Your fear of the unknown is the first step to greater knowledge. Tell your instructor that you have
12,600 to 48. So I should hit 48 in the next 2 episodes, I think. Which will be cool. I just realized my camera is so, like, dark because it's now dark out. It was light out when I started streaming. Now it's dark.
You have been learning well.
Oh, I get Empower.
Very proud of you.
I had no idea that Empower was next.
Here is your new quest card.
There's my new quest card. All right. Best spell in the game. Hell yeah. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. Some people I know just kind of tuned in. I just watched my viewer count go up a little bit, but I think I'm going to end the game here for today. I've been live streaming for a little over 2 hours, and I did everything I set out to do this episode. Well, over here I'm level 47. And Power's getting reworked the fall update as well. I did see that change. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for today. But before I leave, I want everyone to go and watch my latest episode, my latest video. You don't have to watch the whole thing. If you even watch 5 minutes, I do appreciate that. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. Even just, you know, liking the video could be cool. But if you don't want to, that's fine. So I'm going to go eat some food and then go to sleep. I'm a little tired. I got really sleepy in the last half. I think it was because I started farming Barkingham Palace, and farming Barkingham was very boring. I made it less boring, but it was quite boring, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like farming for gear. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you vibed well with the stream, and I hope you all have a fantastic upcoming week. I hope it's an easy week for you. But if not, that sucks, but you'll get through it. So see you guys in the next video, next stream. Have a fantastic day. Bye, everyone. Bye.